So, meine guten Freunde, wir sind wieder zurück im Summer Free und werden jetzt hier gleich mit der nächsten Sektion anfangen und dann dem Finale hier erstmal des Beginnes, nämlich dem Summer 7 Content Chaldea for the Night Section 1 Enjoying Holiday, also dem Finale des ersten Partes hier. Wir haben ja beim letzten Mal gesehen, dass Judy ultimative Gamerin des Summer Tomei ist gekommen und nun schauen wir, was uns erwischt. Unforgivable, unforgivable, this will not stand. Truth, dreams, love, madness. If the heart can feel them, they may be as well as real. It is beyond foolish to try to separate the ordinary from the abnormal, only when inconvenient. It's all equally true. So from here on, you'll be entering a world of terror, fear, and utter despair. Please, please don't let this dream remain a dream. Denn nun beginnt die Nacht, was uns hier unsere süße Chiara, die wir beim letzten Mal auch getroffen haben, vor der wir kein Stück Angst haben, schon gewarnt hat, dass dort der Schrecken beginnt, liebe Leute. Und jetzt wo sind wir jetzt drin gelandet? Entschuldigung. Die Maske wieder. Wie ist der Film nochmal? Poltergeist. I think I just heard something. Wird schon nichts Schlimmes gewesen sein, Mark. Stell nicht so an. Oh, it's you. I'm guessing you heard that sound just now, too. Not quietly. Then, I guess we can rule out an ordinary hallucination. Keep your guard up and be ready for a fight once we get the others. Master, Vladimir. Murasaki, good timing. I'm afraid we need to investigate outside the bounded field for a little. Ich mag diesen Sender nicht. Tonight's feature is a slasher film. A mysterious murderer appears during a full moon, the name Phantom. It is possible to kill that which cannot die. Nope, they're immortal. Good children are all safe, but bad grown-ups are doomed to die, so be careful. End of preview. Ich bin ein ganz liebes Kindi. Ich bin ganz freundlich. Mir würde niemand was zu Leide tun. What was that? I guess it was some sort of movie trailer. Although, there were any moving pictures, just some words and the sound of a child laughing. Not to mention that even if the TV did get reception, there wouldn't be any programs at this hour. What? Zombies! So everyone's making that noise. Yikes, they're really tough. What the hell are these things? I don't know, but they're definitely far more durable than regular people. And there are a lot of them. Master, auf der Erde. Yeah! What's going on? Sie tun dir doch nichts, du bist doch ein Kind. Stand back, Lady Ilia. We'll make a huge mess if we fight them in the living room. Come on, Master, let's do this outside. Oh my, even at a time like this, he's still thinking about keeping a clean house. Let's hurry him, yeah, way to go, Guardian of the Kitchen. Is it really time to be scaling down my domain? So, jetzt kommt ein kleiner Kampf gegen irgendwelche unnötigen Berserker. Und der Horror geht weiter. Ah. Got you. Übrigens, bald sind wir soweit. Ich glaube, das ist nur noch das Kapitel, was ich gespielt habe. Danach müsst ihr wieder, können wir es dann wieder normal spielen. Ruby! Yeah. On it, searching. No enemies detected. You did it. Sheesh, that was a handful. Thanks for helping us out, Prince of Landing. No. I'm only sorry I couldn't get here sooner, Master. Thanks, Prince of Landing. Still, those guys were a lot stronger than any ordinary human. Even more than I expected, huh? Did they just dissolve? There might have been some sort of spell. Shikigami, maybe. They certainly didn't behave like ordinary people. They did leave their masks and outfits behind. Might be worth examining them more closely. Phantom of the Opera? I guess that means he's an enemy servant here. Well, if he wants to fight, I don't see any reason to hold back. Looks like we've got another battle on our heads. Be careful, Master. Where's that? So, und das war jetzt ein Fight gegen Phantom und man konnte ihn nicht bezwingen, weil, wie die Previews schon gesagt hat, er ist unbesiegbar. How is he so strong? He's overpowering me even with Master's assistance. Now my neck, losing consciousness. Hang in there, Prince of Landing. I'm sorry, but it's so hard. Master, follow my lead. Trace on! You saved me. Sorry for getting so rough. I did my best to hold back, but I still had to use my novel phantasm at point blank range. Why don't you take a break and catch your breath? But what about... Yeah, I know, we still haven't solved the problem. Oh, is Phantom so tough? Maybe it's a different Phantom from the one at Chaldea. No, it's not that. This doesn't look good. Everyone, quick, get back inside the cottage. The cottage? You sure? I know we're getting nowhere faster like this, but isn't it just going to be easier to pin us down indoors? It's not that. We'll never be able to defeat him unless we can figure out what's happening. No, please hurry. So. Und damit geht unser Albtraum weiter in Sektion 2, die Maskkiller. Die Gruselmusik gefällt mir. Ich meine, es ist jetzt nicht richtig gruselig, aber sie machen schon was. Es ist nicht der Quarry, aber es ist schon nah dran. Trace on. Okay, the drunk guy projected against the door should hold on for a little while, but it won't be long enough. Christina! Christina! I've been against the Phantom's monster strength. That's alright. If my right reading the situation correct, I'll take him. There's some time to reach us. He stopped pounding on the door. Why would he do that? Do you have some idea of what's going on here, Murasaki? I can't yet say anything for certain. Right now I'm just guessing, really. As you know, this Lord Phantom we just fought was both impossible, strong and incredibly durable. Yes, he was. It felt as though we were up against a servant straight off of mythology. I certainly can't remember Lord Phantom ever fighting like that in the time we've been in Chaldea. Tja, dann wäre er nämlich nützlich. Oh, me neither. He's always fought true to his assassin nature, singing to mess with an enemy mind before quickly closing in for a single fatal strike. But this charging in headless, regardless of the damage he takes, trying to simply overwhelm us with raw strength. Erinnert mich vielleicht genau an seine Rolle in Shinjuku, wo er als Berserker unterwegs war. The real Phantom would never do that. It's simply not how he operates. Indeed, watching him fight just now was like watching a killer from a slasher movie. Oh, er ist Freddy Krueger, oder? Huh? Remember when the TV turned on by itself and played the strange... Wo sind eigentlich die anderen? Wo sind eigentlich Sigurd und so? Die haben keine Lust mehr. It did? It did. And you think it's relevant somehow? I do. In fact, I think the trailer may have been speaking to this very situation. But tonight's not a full moon. No, it wasn't. And yet, when I looked up at the sky night earlier, I saw that what should have been a crescent moon had become a full moon. My suspicion is that the moon became full because the slasher showed up. So I think this Phantom is the slasher the trailer mentioned? I do. This next part gets into some even bolder supposition on my part. But I think stepping into the singularity has put us in, well, a horror movie. Huh? Say what? Oop! I'm so embarrassed saying it out loud. This is exactly why I was hesitating to bring it up. Don't be, you're exactly right. Lily? That's me. You are making so much noise, you woke me up. Das gruseligste aller Wesen haben wir wieder. You shouldn't stay up so late, you know. Getting back on track, you're saying Murasaki theory is correct? That's right. Rules come into effect whenever night falls. And I think Murasaki exactly is right about tonight's rules. I knew it furthermore. I think we're dealing with a special kind of horror movie. Hollywood B-movie. I'm sorry, could I stop you here? I have some familiarity with horror movies, but I never heard Hollywood B-movies, Hollywood or B-movies. Oh no, I'm sorry, I should have explained what I meant. Alright, we should still have some time, so I'll try to and elaborate. Der Quiet is spirit origin I Murasaki Shikebe ni Fujiwara no Kake report over every kind of story I could find. And I don't just mean books, I also studied all kinds of films and TV series. And that's where I learned that a stable genre of summer entertainment is horror movies. Yes, exactly. There are great many genres of film, even more tropes to pattern to follow. And when I ask back the various horror films I watched, I studied at Chaldea's library. Ja, studiert, oder? It's so clear to me that love fandom is very just like a slasher in a B-movie. So you're saying he's acting out as conventions? Yes, that's exactly right, Lord Emir. I know this may sound ridiculous, but I believe the rule I'm about to tell you apply virtually to all horror movies. The slasher will be invincible until the third act. The slasher will prefer to attack young people, especially couples. The slasher is capable of all manners of impossible things. There are other rules besides those, and of course there are many films which do not conform to any such rules. But, broadly speaking, I think it's safe to say many B-horror movies have those rules in common. That will explain how Phantom could be so much stronger than most servants, let alone ordinary people. Yes, I think it should. As the real Lord Phantom is nowhere to be so strong as we have seen, I expected this unusual strength as a result of his having becoming a horror movie slasher. The same is true for the abnormal durability. To put it simply, Lord Phantom simply isn't capable of dying yet. I guess that's because there'd be no movie if he died at the beginning. He may be a terrifying monster, but it's also a very sad way to live. I wish there was something I could do for him, but even though I'm Yao Bukina, I'm afraid I can't. Don't worry about it. Every servant here has their way around the battlefield. We'll find a way to resolve this as long as we keep looking. Heck, that's why we came here in the first place. So, Murasaki, do you think this door has any special significance? It's a bit hard to say, since there are so many exceptions. But the one rule does come to mind. The slasher needs just some kind of opportunity in order to break through a constructed barrier. What kind of opportunity? For example, one of the characters we save after putting up a barrier and gets too close to the door. Only for the slasher arm to burst through it, that sort of thing. Und dann kommt din 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 und dann läuft das Blut herunter. Oder in der Dusche ist er. Das war auf das sicher hinaus wollte, Hitchcock eben. No, I get it. That being said, we can't stay here forever. Eventually the slasher will find another way inside. My guess is he wind up teleporting into the cottage, impossible though that is. Yes, I would agree. The slasher will almost certainly murder anyone who goes off on their own. So, there's nothing we can do to fight back? I've been sensing powerful charms, or curses if you will, all through the singularity. And they've only gotten stronger since night falls.
strong enough that I've been able to sense him actually, even though I'm not proper or Mundry. I wonder, maybe this curse is taking the concept of being our servant and overwriting it with the concept of movie characters.
If it is, what do we do?
Assuming the hypothesis is correct, we should be able to repel the enemy by strengthening our conceptual servants. I can think of 2 ways we should be able to do that. 1, we follow the movie rules to reach the end of the film. 2, we go against the movie rules and cause the whole film to break down.
Someone tells me following the rules would be a very bad idea here. Definitely. I might not know much about them as Murasaki, but I've seen a few horror films myself. And usually by the time the credits roll, there are 1, maybe 2 characters left alive, at most.
On top of that, I don't think you'd be one of the Survivors Masters. In fact, if you follow the movie rules, I think you'd probably be the first one to die.
Really? Wieso ich? Stimmt doch immer die Unschuldigste. Das müsste dann, sie sein. Ganz sicher.
I can tell a person's destiny by reading this convention and aura, so to speak. You could say it's like being able to see the flow of fate itself.
Hang on. Isn't it normal for the protagonist of a movie to be still alive at the end?
Generally it is, but horror movies often subvert the particular convention, so... That's why the protagonist is even more dangerous in these situations.
Der Protagonist, that's a hell of a twist. Alright. Landing, du bist jetzt der Protagonist. Ich gebe dir die Rolle über. Then how exactly do we go about breaking down the movie, if we're in?
There are 2 ways.
Das mit den Kindern wahrscheinlich, oder?
Once we face the slasher directly and survive till morning. If we do that, we should be able to defeat him. Why's that? From what I can tell, the movie killer's destined to only last a single night.
I see. So it really is a traditional horror movie then. The killer's job is show up at night to terrorize the hell out of the cast a solid 90 minutes. So what's the second way?
The second is to use Lady Elia as a decoy.
Super Idee.
Seriously?
I see. So we'll be using the movie race against it.
What do you mean? I believe the very same rules that are in Magnified Phantom String also render him unable to kill children. That's why he never went after Lady Elia during our battle. The only thing is, well...
That would be a cruel and cowardly method, and I'm afraid it is also one I cannot endorse. I don't see any reason not to use it. Schick die Mädchen vor! Schick die kleinen Kinder vor! He is a powerful servant. She's able to fight or withdraw when she has to this any of us. That doesn't mean we can just use her like some sort of pawn.
I agree. I know this was my suggestion, but I wouldn't feel right about using her as a decoy.
Me neither.
Wait. All of you, just hang on.
Elia?
Lady Elia. It's okay. I can do this. I'm still Max's servant after all.
Not freiwillig. Yes, I suppose you are. You may be a child, but you're a servant first and foremost. It seems being overly protective to you. Forgive me, Lady Eliasfield.
Oh, of course. I've never seen someone so handsome sparkle with pure virtue before.
Well, Master, it's your decision. We do whatever you think is best. Also ich habe mich dafür für die erste Sache entschieden, deswegen machen wir das auch. Let's hold out till morning. Understood. Und dann musste man so einen kleinen Kampf machen, der hat so 7, 8 Runden gedauert, wo man einfach überleben musste. In der Zeit hat man am Fan keinen Damage gemacht und dann war es vorbei. Okay, if the signal, then open the door. From here I'll be using business as usual. Und das war auch der letzte Fight, den ich gemacht habe und nach dem können wir endlich wieder nochmal spielen. Let's go. Aber eigentlich wäre es lustiger wahrscheinlich, wenn du Ilia die Frontlinie schickst. Schick die Kinder los! Ja, und dann hat man einfach bis Vormittag überlebt. Time to wake up, Phantom. Now snap out of it. Oh, Christina! Where am I? Oh. Yes, that was about as hard as I expected a fight against a horror movie slasher to be, but...
Yes, we did it, definitely run. It looks like a Phantom is okay too. Thank God.
Wieso war da gerade Yu in ihrer normalen Form? Keine Ahnung.
It would seem our nightmarish night is at an end then.
It'd be even better if the singularity had disappeared as well, but I guess there was a bit too much to hope for. At least the most pressing crisis is now over. So we can at least celebrate it.
Hooray!
Hä? Was ist jetzt mit ihr los? Jetzt dreht sie am Rad, oder?
Hey, Koi. I'm not quite sure how to tell you this, but I died.
Was? Ach so, ja, das ist dieses Geisterding, was wir mit Animes haben.
Hä?
Hä? Say what? Das ist Destroyer to the Lake. Das hatten wir schon. Ja, genau. Und jetzt geht es richtig mit der Story weiter, liebe Leute. Wir können endlich weitermachen. Endlich normal. Das ist ganz ungewohnt. Da wir updated, klar. Ja? Sie ist gestorben. An was? Wieso? Was haben wir denn jetzt schon wieder getan, liebe Leute? Ich weiß es doch nicht. Ich weiß es wirklich nicht. Aber es wird schon seinen Grund haben. Irgendwas werden wir schon wieder angestellt haben mit You. Vielleicht ist es, weil ich ihre Skills noch nicht vernünftig gelevelt habe. Daran könnte es echt liegen, liebe Leute. Oh, sie hat so hässliche Mets, die sie braucht. Ich kann auch nichts dafür. Also, ich habe auch ihre Assassin-Variante. So, Spiel ist tot. Lad mal nochmal. Weil die gute You, die hat mich ja inzwischen doll lieb. Die kam ja im GSSR, kam sie ja. Und, Alter, was ist mit diesem blöden Hinweis? Interessiert mich nicht. Weg da. So. Kam im GSSR in ihrer Assassin-Form. Ganz nett, weil sie storylockt ist. Und dann hier nochmal, also W. Die andere Dame habe ich jetzt auch schon auf Level 70 gezogen. Und ja, jetzt wäre es vielleicht interessant zu erfahren, wieso sie gestorben ist. Aber wird schon einen Grund haben. Vielleicht, also mein Gedanke ist entweder, Phantom hat sie umgebracht und wir haben es einfach nicht gemerkt. Oder sie hat sich zu Tode geärgert, weil sie ihren geliebten Lord Shanyu nicht bei sich hat. Auch eine sehr gute, eine sehr nachvollziehbare Sache, würde ich mal sagen. Also, wenn es erlaubt ist, 510 Punkte. Jetzt kommen die Friend Points, jetzt wo wir die CEs haben. Also passt, Cottage und dann schauen wir mal. The Four Heavenly Kings of the Summer Mountain. Ist es jetzt die nächste Hauptstory? Ist das jetzt irgendwie? Ich glaube, das ist irgendwie wieder ein Side-Event. Die Musik ist so nice, Mann. Die gefällt mir so gut, Mann. Aber das wird wieder Side-Event sein. Ich glaube, das ist jetzt gar nicht die Hauptstory. Aber wahrscheinlich muss man das machen, um weiterzukommen. Gute Frage, werden wir schon herausfinden.
I've been hearing rumors as late. They're suspicious. Group of the mountain that is up to no good. The sadist group brings spirits and monsters wherever they go, much like the night parade of 100 Oni.
Night parade of 100 Oni?
Yes, that is what I've been told. Ordinarily I would see myself, but right now I'm obliged to fulfill the duties as a shadow. So, would you please to go on my stack, Kentucky? I want you to find out what a parade of 100 Oni truly is. If it is in fact a group of 100 Oni, then they are bound to cause great harm to the human world and left unchecked, and you will need to cut off their heads before they get a chance.
100 Oni, huh? I can't be the usual suspect behind this, right? Especially since it would be a huge pain in the ass to summon 100 Oni like this. Besides, didn't the original night parade involve all kids and monsters, not just the Oni? I guess it doesn't matter either way. You got it, Riker. Whatever this group is, it definitely sounds like we're gonna take him in.
Indeed. Thank you, Kentucky.
Sure thing. Also wird es ein goldenes Abenteuer. Now then, how do we actually go about this? Volunteering for duty. And good. But there ain't no way I'm gonna find this group of us walking around to the mountain aimlessly. Alright, I got it. If I'm up against the parade of 100 Oni or monster or whatever, then I have to put together a team of 100 shining nets. I know there's other servants who go there. I just gotta invite the ones who seem like they'd be up for the kind of thing. Yeah, no. I think this is gonna be fun. Hang in there, bad boys. I'm coming for you. Weit und breit, keine Unis. Haha, I see. So that's why you called us here. And I think that makes us the new 4 heavenly kings. And in that case, I have to make sure I don't let you down. Hell yeah, I knew I could count on you, boss Tavara. You're like 100 golden warriors. Oh, nee, golden warriors all on you. Das Gold muss man betonen. Tara Tuta, aka Fujiba no Ide Sota. Ain't a warrior from the end period who doesn't know your name. With you and your giant monster slaying skills on our side, I might not even have to get my own hands dirty. Oh, Robin! Styler wieder. I can't find my way around to France, alright, but don't expect me to be much of a fighting of monsters. Ah, damn. Where's the old man? Tell when you need him. Maybe camouflaged in some tall grass, or he just shut himself away somewhere. I'd have asked him if I saw him, but if he ain't around now, there ain't much we can do. So that's why I'm here filling for him, huh? Sorry guys, got stuck with me. Henry! Jedes Mal freue ich mich, wenn du dabei bist. I really should have told them not to expect much of use in a fight either. Alter Mann, du hast Demeter platt gemacht, glaub an dich! Sure, I have some rendering experience, but I'm not really cut out for slaying monsters and shit. I knew I should have turned him down when he asked me, but I just ended up nodding yes without thinking about it. I really am sorry they got stuck with me. What are you talking about, Murasaki? You're not filling in for anybody. Huh? You were there. Our eyes met. And then the two dudes' eyes met while there's a mountain with the parade of monsters right nearby. The only thing left for me to do is line up side by side and set off to the golden hiking adventure. I had a good feeling about you, the monsters our eyes met. It told me you were the kind of guy who could get things done. Yeah. Don't pay too much attention to anything Kadoc says, man, Ricardo. He's pretty much entirely a creation of intuition. Though I have to admit this institution is scary accurate a lot of the time. I see. Man, this arch is all sociable. Like it's no big deal, huh? On a different note, I love your wooden sword. I can tell just how fired up you are. Talk about golden. I ain't all that good at Canberra myself, but I still love to try sparring with you sometime. Damn, now what's what I call bright? Hell, even his hair practically shining. Man, I'm so jealous. I can't even imagine what I must be just to be so open. Timber, is that a cut and meat for something? Or is that what you call a sword fighting back east? Sure, that works. I don't know much about it myself, but apparently that's what they call samurai movies and stuff these days. I think the word's supposed to be a sound of swords clashing, something like that. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Back when I was a kid, me and the other kids used to play Tabata with wooden swords, to dull swords all time. We'd be all gotcha. You got me, I did it, I'm dead, huh, and stuff. Man, it was a blast. Huh, that's nice. Guess kids really are the same no matter where you go. Anyway, getting back on track. Is this where the Oni parrot was supposedly spotted? Yeah, should be. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely tracks here that weren't made by either humans or servants. Shall we see where they lead? Go for it, Forest Gorilla. That's why Forest Gorilla sage to you, pal. We are not too far from them now. Come on, this way. There it is! It's just like a demon boar. Look over there. We've also got a wolf, a bicon, a soul eater, a homunculus, and a chimera. Oh, so we have an assortment of different monsters all traveling together. That does sound like an Oni parade. Oh hey guys, what are you doing here? Ah, die gute Ushi. Huh? Ushi Wakamaru, what are you doing here? And why is she wearing what looks like a red loincloth? No, wait. Is it an apron? Oh, it's a swimsuit. I've forgotten she got one too. We're playing, of course. Here, let me introduce you to everyone. There, big demon boy, there's a mushroom, the strong yet gentle and Tomobi. And the one with the awesome horns, Baizu. And over there is... Well, sounds like we better ask to go in there. Alright, let me see if I got this straight. You were out there playing cause this mountain reminded you of Mount Kurama, which is why you met and became buds with these guys.
Basically, yes. There on this sacred mountain here, Hardcase is just as strong as Mount Kurama was. Though I guess it is technically a little more evil too. Anyway, it made me so nostalgic that I couldn't help but want to run around and play. We trade. So I found myself some animal playmates up here like I did on Mount Kurama with Komodo and Tankuchi, and I've been playing with them ever since.
Couldn't help but notice there are a demonic beast mixed up with those animals though.
I've always been able to talk with animals since I'm a genius and all, so I thought there might be also be some monsters out there who'd be willing to listen, reason, and I was right.
You think? Has a kind of sense, sort of. Well, I can see that happening. I used to go play up on Mount Ashigara all the time too. And best of all, I'm glad this turned out not to be anything dangerous. Still, I don't know what Reich is gonna say about this. Indeed. I don't think it would hurt to tell her she has no cause for concern, but still.
Hey, I've got an idea. Now that you're all here, why don't you play this with us? Between Lord Kintoki and the four Heavenly Kings, Lord Tawartoto and his palace strength, Lord Robin's hot speed and agility, and Lord Mericada's wooden sword. We could play so many funny games. In fact, I'm actually hiding a wooden sword of my own under my futon that has Mount Kurama carved on it. Why don't we all play chamber together?
Huh? Am I imagining things, or did she really just invite us to play together? So, I appreciate the offer, but we are not really in the mood to play right now. I'm afraid we still gotta figure out what to do about our friends here. Okay, I got it. Looks like this is the only way to go. Let's play, Shibakamaru.
Yay!
Whoa! Raikou says that's super strong, super scary samurai lady, right? You sure she'd be okay with us breaking the rules like this? You bet. She might be uncomfortable when it comes to Oni, but she's usually willing to listen to reason otherwise. Besides, with all of us, außer es geht natürlich Shooten, here's like this, it'd be more of a waste not to take advantage of a chance to have some fun. Alright, Ushiwaka, let's do a team battle, and let's say the losing team has to do one thing the winning team says. Sounds good?
Oh, you bet, huh? Yeah, by all means, bring it on. A good game's even more fun when there's something on the line.
I see. You have a plan in mind. In that case, I have no objections. Now, what shall we play?
Good question. I think something competitive that doesn't rely on equipment is the way to go here. So, how about sumo?
Ah, so you wanna challenge me to sumo, huh? Not even Tsuna had those kinds of guts. What was your mentor again? Kichi Hogan?
Ooh, Anspielung auf 19.
You ought to be proud, cause he did a damn good job teaching you. You have my respect. Alright, wait a minute while we decide the order. Let's see, we're gonna need a relay order, so to speak. So, first, second, third, followed by an anchor. I go first. I'm obviously the weakest here, and I don't think I could handle the pressure in the other positions, so... Don't be ridiculous, this is a game, remember? Just relax and have fun with it. In fact, we're gonna start by going all out a round of rock, paper, scissors to choose the order. Are you kidding me? Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm not confident in my chances here either. Here goes, rock, paper, scissors. Golden! Er hat Golden gewählt, oder? Das heißt, er startet, oder keine Ahnung. Kidoki, Digga. Liebe Leute, ich würde sagen, wir machen jetzt an dieser Stelle erstmal einen kleinen Cut. Beim nächsten Mal geht's